imagine the recreation of the fantastic Walt Disney Resort in California, America, an enchanting tourist attraction, or the architectural grandeur of the Versailles Palace, a grand spectacle in Paris, France. While a visit to such renowned tourist sites might exist only in the realm of fantasy for many, in Delta State, South Nigeria, reality beckons, as Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has taken a unique road less traveled to bring home such dreamland that will not just stand the test of time, but stimulate fun and boost the thriving tourism industry. Follow us on this episode of Smart Delta as we take you through the developmental stages of this mind-blowing aesthetic twin project, the Delta State Leisure Park and the Film Village.
The very strong desire to leave behind a Delta that is smart, safe and strong has continued to propel Governor Ifeanyi Okowa to initiate programs and projects that have today redefined the landscape of the state.
The governor, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, he doesn't joke with infrastructural development, and that is why you can also attest to the fact that the Delta State has actually transformed from what it used to be to what it is today.
With the unquenchable zest to virtually conquer the challenges of bad and abandoned roads and bridges in the state, the Roadmaster, as he is fondly called, also delved into the construction of gigantic edifices across the state, leaving these legacies as his footprints in the sands of time. Some of his legacy projects are the Professor Chike Adozian State Secretariat, the Court of Appeal Complex, Stephen Keshi Stadium, the Mechanic Village, Traditional Rulers Council Secretariat, Federal Road Safety Corps Training School, a befitting office and residence for the Secretary to the State Government SSG and the Chief of Staff. While in the coastal areas, the ongoing Ogeye Floating Market, several bridges, roads and drainages, and several ongoing projects in the state.
I've been in this state for a long time, and it's a testimony from what we are seeing. Even this secretariat we are in now is a legacy on its own. The roads we are passing today is already a legacy, because some of us are testimonies of this Mariam Babangida Road. That's a legacy on its own. And the legacy transcends Asaba as a state capital to other cities, other towns in Delta State. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa did not rule as just a governor of Anyoma people. He ruled as a governor of Delta State, because I'm privileged to have traveled to different parts of the state. I saw the good road.
OKOWA'S administration has really touched different areas. His developmental project is widely spread across the state. I don't think there's any senatorial district or local government that would not say he has benefited from this administration. So I give it to him. The credit is to my amiable governor on this issue.
This now have done very well in terms of infrastructure and development in the Delta states. Let me recall it to this secretariat. I've never seen a project start without completing. All his projects, he completes them.
The news of the construction of the Leisure Park and Film Village, a one-stop destination for all forms of leisure, and which is also an added plus to the legacy projects of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, has attracted those in the entertainment industry and many others.
This artificial lake, we have a footbridge over it. By the time the commission, the forest will be there, everything will be there. They're not going to grow them overnight, they're just going to transport them. So we have all that.
Every filmmaker will be made to come here and shoot their films, not just in Africa. We're going to go to the world, to every corner of the world where films are being made. We're going to go to Bollywood in India, we're going to go to America, Hollywood, and bring them here. This is where it's happening, and we're proud as Nigerians that we have such a structure. I'm grateful to Governor for what he's doing, and I'm grateful to every Nigerian for believing in Governor Ifeanyi Okowa.
The word impossible is not in Governor Okowa's dictionary, as the topography of the location did not deter the Okowa-led administration to embark on this huge project. In our chat with the project consultant of the Asaba Leisure Park and Film Village, architect Kesta Ifadi, he narrated the efforts made by His Excellency to surmount the various challenges.
We had a huge challenge with levels. The lowest level to the highest level is over 70-meter difference. So managing this place like right was a huge challenge. But for we like challenges, because for our own profession, challenges are opportunities. You can see how we're able to create the terrain to give you an undulating and beautiful landscape. So for him to be able to look at this as priority and fund it, if it's not funded, it won't come out like this. One of the biggest things this project is going to deliver to the public is green technology. We have looked at this and we want to use it as a way of driving the narrative.
The usual inspection by His Excellency Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa and other government officials from both federal and state levels underscores the importance of these projects, which are gradually taking shape and coming to a meaningful completion. Each inspection reveals the progress made and activities going on at the site.
Obviously, a lot of work has been done. There may be one little delay or the other, but definitely a lot of progress has been made. It is my desired hope that we should be able to give life to this stream project by the Easter season, which is just only a month. We all look forward towards the fund that people will be able to get for their families from this park.
These are the kind of projects that we want to see because Delta is known for Nollywood. There should be something of this nature, if not bigger than this. And what is it going to do? First, uniting people, and then generating revenue for government. These two things has to happen because going forward now, all of us are saying oil can no longer take us to where we want to go. We need to diversify. This is an example of diversification.
The Ministry of Culture and Tourism as the client ministry and the Ministry of Housing as the supervising ministry have continued to oversee constructions at the Leisure Park and Film Village.
It's two projects per se, but each section have their own professionals that run them. It's going to take different sets of people that will run it, employ our people, and also generate revenue for us.
We need to be up to date with what is happening in the project and also to ensure that it is done according to specification.
Smart Delta. Smart Delta Media Team, in our usual bid to video and document these successes of these legacy projects, have maintained regular visits to the site.
Right now, I'm here with the resident architect, Paul, who will be taking us around the different erected structures to explain in detail their usage.
This is a film village. It was a concept developed to help the movie industry, in Nollywood. Here we have a lot of facilities that will help the Nollywood grow and become a household name internationally. Then you have the clinic. Then this clinic serves this film village and the other side, Leisure Park.
The new Leisure Park and Film Village construction is a reflection of the Disneyland brought home that sits on a big landmass of approximately 152,000 square meters, with over 26 buildings including the zoo section, a major section in the leisure park. The site is surrounded with a perimeter fence of 440 by 300 meters and about 500 parking spaces.
It's a massive project considering the landmass that contain almost something buildings. The main building there is where we have the ticketing point. You get different games that one want to participate. We have the zoo. I don't think we have any zoo in the neighboring state here. We have the film village proper, film academy. We have the guest house. A lot of facilities that will generate revenue for the state.
The humongous nature of the ongoing project called for the state's engagement with the NJZC and Sinoma, an international construction company with its branch in Nigeria, to work with the Delta State Project Management and supervised by the consultants, the Contemporary Design Associates, all with the mission to see to the constructions in the site.
I want to thank the Governor OKOWA for the massive project he has signed with Sinoma International Construction Company to build here in Asaba. This project is a lifetime project that will not only benefit the Deltas, but nation at large.
We want to do the best quality and the best beautiful leisure park and the film village for Delta State.
The Leisure Park and Film Village consultants architect Kesta Ifadi, while taking Smart Delta Media crew through the several structures at the site, mentioned each facility and structure by name and what each stands to provide after the completion, stating clearly that the massive nature of the project has engaged over 500 workers on site.
The government of Delta State feels that the best thing you can do for Delta is to give them the best quality that is sustainable. You can see the quality of houses that are being built and not the regular things you see all over the place. You can see this car park continues all the way down to that end. So you're going to have thousands of people here, and people should not have a problem with parking. You can see the university just across the road. That is the big facility here. That's the core. That's the studio. The whole of Big Brother can happen here, inside here. So we have a zoo here, because there's nothing like that in this whole area, down to Anambra State, down to Ondo State. So this is going to be a place where the schools will all be gathering. We're going to have a lion, we have elephants, we have a giraffe, everything. The big five will be here. Of course, you have rattlesnakes and all that.
A fun-filled and relaxing tourist site is what Governor OKOWA is set to achieve. The leisure park section houses the administrative building, also known as the soul of the site, a restaurant, observation tower, indoor game, workshop, public toilets, generator house, gatehouse, zoo entrance building, and the zoo. This park also houses other infrastructures like the full landscape site, the games, a proper drainage system, and the outdoor relaxation space that includes the gazebo, an artificial lake of about 120 meters length, all undergoing construction simultaneously.
His Excellency has done a very great work to put this kind of a massive project in place, because this project consists of 3 projects. We have the layer park, we have the Vim village, and we have the zoo. We have a lot of facilities that we have already put in place. We have carousel for the children, we have the tumble ride, and also we have a very big lake and swimming pool. It's very, very massive that it will attract people to come to layer park.
From the park, we went straight to the film village, a facility that complements the leisure park. Asaba, currently being a movie site, has propelled His Excellency's initiative to partner with the movie industry and is constructing a film village some steps away from the park for Nollywood stars and talent. The 2-in-1 project will boost the economy and enhance the living condition of the state.
We have a lot of budding talents in Delta State, and we need to continue to encourage them with whatever we ought to do. I'm sure that the film village actually is going to end up in a place where people can also audition and do a whole lot of things and get themselves known to the public.
The film village is a gift for the Niger Delta, a region that everybody don't see our talents. You know, they see the opposite of who we are. Here comes a governor that has decided to say, oh no, I have to change the story. It's going to open the landscape and also employ a lot of people. People will travel from Europe, America, Asia, India, China to say, oh, we are coming to Africa to do a movie. We want to collaborate with the Nollywood industry. So where do we do that? Asaba and the film village.
Smart Delta. The film village is equally designed to house the different activities of actors, actresses, and other bodies that come around to be entertained. A gigantic amphitheater, a studio, a restaurant, guest house, hostels, staff quarters, workshop, forest reservoir, and many others are structures provided at the film village. All these are being put in place for effectiveness and sustainability, including the use of experienced practitioners that will run the ongoing construction successfully.
I haven't been to Asaba for 4 or 5 years, and of course I have seen so much development. It's as if I don't even know Asaba anymore. The infrastructure is great. You know, it's a serene environment for filmmaking. You take away Asaba from Nollywood, Nollywood will shrink. It's a known factor again that one of the fiascos we have in filmmaking is always availability of the right locations. It's a welcome thing that the governor has done. This is a move in the right direction.
A very big thank you to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Delta State, President of OKOWA'S. He has done noble for bringing a cathedral for us. because with this, we don't have to start looking for locations, trying to inconvenience people in their places and all that. All you need to do is set up what you want to shoot and go ahead and shoot.
Actors and actresses in Asaba and also the Made in Delta talents delightedly spoke to a Smart Delta team on the benefits of the film village.
Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, honestly, he has not been the first governor of this state, but he has been the one now to acknowledge Nollywood situation. So I really appreciate that.
I also want to thank Governor, His Excellency Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa for providing a platform for we young Deltans. It started with the Made in Delta Talent Search, which I was part of, and I was one of the winners. And also he has moved on to create a leisure park and also a film village for young Deltans and everybody in particular, for us to, go and relax, and also for the film village aspect for young actors and actresses to, showcase themselves and bring out their talent out there for everybody to see. I'm really grateful for everything that the state government has been doing for me.
Ifeanyi Okowa, is doing an amazing job. The leisure park and film village is really amazing. I mean, this is what you get to see in Hollywood, and something like this that Tyler Perry put together in Atlanta. So I think it's being here in Delta State is really amazing, and going to do a lot for young people, more young talented people that will not have had the chance to experience such.
We spoke to the workers on site. They appreciated the governor for his smart initiative in bringing them together from different spheres of life, thereby curbing unemployment and other avoidable vices in the state. The indigenous workers did not fail to applaud him.
It's not only the foreigners that are outside are here working. So many of the Deltans are here too, working with us too. So we also want to say, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, we thank you very much for what you have been doing for us.
I want to thank His Excellency Ifeanyi Okowa for developing such in Delta State and making people to get to work, even other people from outside the state to be employed and develop the state.
The availability of quality building materials on the site can only mean that the task of constructing an edifice such as this reveals the genuineness, patience, and resourcefulness of the OKOWA-led administration. Speaking with Isioma Nwaka, the subtiling contractor on site, he emphasized the checkmating process at the site.
The materials here, the supervision is strict. It's not anything go. It passes a whole lot of channels to, like even the tiling, it passes a whole lot of channels before they can even approve specified tiles that this quality is good. The engineers, they come here, they check your mix, they check everything. In terms of quality, yeah, it's massive, it's great. It's not something you see everywhere, to be honest.
The ultra-modern waste management system, also known as the green technology, is a method of waste disposal used in the site, designed to recycle sewage and other kinds of waste into methane gas, thereby serving two purposes on the site. The methane gas is converted to biogas, a particular kind of cooking gas used for food processing. Speaking with Oladapo Olubumi, he appreciated His Excellency for believing in natural technology such as this.
We really want to appreciate His Excellency, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, for allowing this type of project to fly in this state. It's a local technology. As a result, it has really gives the local content that we are talking, and for having vision for new product, new technology like this to fly.
It may interest one to know that the drainage system is properly channeled to the River Niger and constructed in such a way that it attracts more aesthetics to the full landscape of the site. The landscape manager, Shuaib Abdul Malik, spoke to the team about the natural plantations and how they plan to achieve an environmental friendliness.
By the time this place is done, everybody will not even want to eat in the restaurants. They want to hang around and do everything in an open environment. So, and if you have that kind of a project, you need to put a lot of trees, you need to put a lot of palms, a lot of green, because eventually it is the outdoor that is the key thing here. His Excellency has really tried. It's a landmark project for him, and I really commend him.
Speaking with Engineer Lawrence Ejiofor, Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, highlighted the value and importance of a massive leisure park that will be housing over 5,000 to 7,000 people in a day, and its robust significance in the economic and infrastructural development of the state.
Deltans needed a place that they could relax. That was what we call the leisure park. It's not only for children alone, it's for adults, the young and old. If you look around, you will notice that the movie industry have shifted base to Delta State. They are now in Asaba. That's where they shoot all their movie. So we want to keep them here to also train most of our youth by building this film village for them to use. We equip the place with the modern facilities in town, so it's going to benefit our people a lot. Employment is going to be generated directly and indirectly.
The power supply system is not left out. A massive construction like this twin project can only function well with a steady power supply, which His Excellency is not oblivious of. He has made a provision of 2 big generators apart from the National Grid Power (PHCN) and the solar power. Other necessary arrangements are being made for more electricity supply through the state's independent power supply system before the project is completed.
Independent power project is one of the legacy projects of this government because it is built to improve the power situation of Asaba in general, especially government offices. And at the same time, when we're setting up that power project, we take into consideration the leisure park and some other new infrastructure that the government is putting on.
This project has inspired the construction and awarding of roads in the state, especially Ubolu Road. Recently, the Tokandu governor awarded a connecting road from the Ubolu Ila community down to the film village.
Also approved the rehabilitation of Ubolu Asaba Road as to enable us, those who will be taking advantage of the new film village and leisure park, will now have a better road. The rehabilitation will also involve expansion because of the amount of traffic, and that will extend to where you have the CBN estate. So we're going far beyond where you have the leisure park.
The villagers expressed their profound gratitude to the governor for not just awarding the road, but ensuring that the construction of the road kicked off immediately. Strategically located adjacent to these projects is the new Dennis Osadebe University. Students living within and around the institution would find them quite helpful.
I'm very happy for the road because before it's not like this. If now move machine from here to Ubolu to Asaba, our machine they go generally without gallop. Me I myself I greet Mr. Excellency Ifeanyi Okowa because in work is good.
Any season we dey suffer pains even to carry our properties go same market for Ubolu market no way, but now Ifeanyi Okowa is doing it very well normally.
The construction of the film village and leisure park is a plus to the wonderful signature of His Excellency's SMART initiative. The journey of 1,000 miles, they say, begins with a single step. This project has gone a long way, and of course, when completed, will stand out among parks across the nation, thereby attracting tourist figures and investors to the state. Thank you for watching today's episode of Smart Delta. I am Chinemerem Ikebunam.
The feedback segment.
This week, we have a question on our WhatsApp from Emmanuel Azuka, and it reads, when will the film village be completed? People have been waiting for so long.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel Azuka. There's a lot to, it being ready. We needed to furnish the project, complete furnishing of the project, which is ongoing as we speak. And we don't just build a project without making an arrangement for its management. We're also talking with a lot of people because it needs to be concessioned. We are now proposing it could be delayed to May, June, so that all these things will be sorted out.
I want to urge all Deltans and all Nigerians and persons from across the world to continue to watch Smart Delta. They're doing so well. It's a good means of communication of what we do in Delta State. I'm quite excited that they've been getting the information out there. If you want to know a lot about what is going on in governance and development in Delta State, continue to watch Smart Delta. You will definitely be able to get all the information that you require.
Text your questions to 081-211-92133 or send with the hashtag #AXIT to all our social media platforms.
You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta make the youth say them higher. OKOWA. I see good roads everywhere in Delta make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta. Say me I say. Come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.